I don't know. So part of me was like, I don't know, like if I say something, either it's just not going to happen, or um, I don't know. I don't know, but I was full conflicted. And I was, I don't know. And but the thing is, like, I don't know. It's like to an atheist, like, okay, you're telling us what exactly is going to happen. Like, well, now it's not. But no, like literally, the Bible says exactly what's going to happen, and you all aren't going to believe. Clear as day. And that's another thing is literally God knows it. And I don't know if I was gonna get it. But the thing is, okay, so this is, well, maybe this, I'm like, how can I help someone? Part of me is like, this isn't going to help anyone. And it's like, okay, well, then I won't do it. I don't know, maybe I won't do it. But part of me is like, I want Christians to understand this. And, this might happen, this might happen. What did I just say? This might not, or this might happen. Anyways, this might happen. But okay, so I just made a video. I was like, what happens if someone tries to destroy the world and then God raptures or whatever, this or that? And I'm like, and part of me is like, well, now someone's literally going to try to test God and actually destroy the world just to see if the rapture has happened. What I've heard is there's Muslims in the world who want to get their hands on nukes just so that they can bring in their Christ. They're like, we're going to get nukes, we're going to nuke all these countries, and then that's going to usher in our Christ who will then tell everyone Islam is true. But the thing about that is the devil knows that that can't happen. The devil knows that the Bible says he's going to exalt himself above every God, which on one hand, if you could somehow convince Muslims to believe that their God isn't right, but he almost is, then and there's this God above Islam God, and the Islam God lied to them this entire time, which is what the Quran says, and then ultimately was to lead to some sort of super truth that I don't know what not, but I know. And so that's the thing is, we got Christians that are, add to Revelation. They're like, the Antichrist is going to be Islam. No, you just added to Revelation. Are you now going to get, and now, I don't know. Like, it literally says it's going to exalt him about every God. And, that is something I kind of said one time, but then I was like, I don't know. I also said other things. I don't know. So, but, what I'm trying to, I don't know, what I want to say is, so like what happens if someone decides, oh, on one hand it's like, what if someone actually heard that, now they're like, well, let's disprove your God or something, and then, or what if someone like tries to just get a colloquial all around it and be like, I was going to destroy the world and then I had a vision and God's like, this is like, so yesterday I bought a toothpaste. I want to get a toothpaste that doesn't have toxic things in it, preferably something from God. I got one that was 70% of God. Oh my gosh. It was like organic. 70% of this is organic. And I'm, whatever. It doesn't have blah. I don't know. I had a feeling to use this one instead of the other one. I don't know. And then I actually get it. And I'm like, okay, either the devil wanted me to get this. And on one hand, it's like, this is literally offered to another God. Can I use this? And on the other hand, it literally says magic on it. Literally says magic, which whatever. I'll just pray over it. Maybe it'll be fine. That, the Bible says if it is offered, just pray over it or just ignore it or whatever. Whatever. But I'm reading it, it's like basically this is what an Islamic Antichrist thing could have done or said. I don't know. This all one thing. And so what happens with this maniacal leader is like, I tried to destroy the world. God gave me a vision, and this is how everything is. And I don't know. And then you get and he's mark of the beast, which I saw in near death experience. I feel like not to bring it up, but what happens if the world's in turmoil, and he's like, here, do this or do that, and now everyone's okay all of a sudden, but they're still getting boils and plagues. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. This probably isn't it, but and then my idea was, oh, if never mind, I'm never mind, never mind. anyways, I don't know, because what the thing I was gonna say earlier, something was like don't bring it up, or not exactly, because what I was gonna say is I got this all-one toothpaste. I thought it was an all-in-one toothpaste. I don't know. Honestly, what I've decided is I just want a toothpaste that cleans my teeth. Like, I kind of want to just trust God. He's going to protect me. Another thing I kind of want to say is I don't know this. That's the thing. I don't know this. What I do know is I know people who have lost a lot of teeth, have a lot of teeth problems. They have dirty mouths. They cannot stop cussing. I'm guilty. I don't know. Anyways, they cannot stop cussing. You know, fathers literally, I don't want to say who it is, but like literally these older men, they're talking about, oh, I got to have a root canal and it was terrible. Oh, I got this tooth problem. Literally the two people in the group who were, asking for prayer, complaining about, or whatever, talking about their tooth problems are literally the two people in the group who are still cussing, still saying, naughty things. On another hand, one time I was eating a food that was not from God, and I was like, God, I just want to eat it. It tastes so good, whatever. And I'm eating it, and literally, I felt like I shouldn't eat it, like, but it tastes so good. Members Mark Hunter's mix tastes so good. Actually, that wasn't it. It was a bagged one. I forget which one. I think it was actually that. I forget which one it was. But anyways, it literally has these things in it that aren't God. Literally right on the lip. Anyways, and literally I'm like, I probably shouldn't eat it, but it tastes so good. What is it? And I literally, like, my first bite and a filling of mine falls out. And I'm like, okay, literally, is there something about food that is not from God? Is that why tooth decay? Or is it also all of the stuff that's coming out of your mouth that is literally why your heart is defiled? I don't know, something about that. Maybe that's why. But anyway, so I'm like, I only brush my teeth once a day now. I'm like, I brush them in the morning. Most people, I had a girlfriend, she only, wait, no. I used to only brush, when do I brush? I forget. She might have brushed twice. I feel like I knew someone who, like, only brushed at night. It's like that's when you've eaten everything, and then you don't want it on your teeth as the night comes, because that's when everything starts decaying and stuff, and it's just there sitting. I only brush my teeth in the morning when I wake up. I used to, and I'm like, and that's what I've decided. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, whatever stuff is in my teeth or stuff on my teeth, I'm gonna get it off, start the day, and that's what I do, and I'm gonna expect God to help me. Where was I getting at?